If you are a young professional qualifying or studying in finance or economics or accountancy and you're completing your Chartered Financial Analyst degree, then you might be interested in a career in investment management. Welcome. Welcome to ET Careers GenNext, where we decode the questions of careers of today and tomorrow. And today, we're going to talk about investment management, and we're going to talk about specifically how this is changing this industry in terms of the applications of AI, which are interesting for this industry, and also what does that mean in terms of upskilling for you as a young professional. And we'll be doing this series where we'll keep talking about this question which you might be asking yourself for every different emerging industry. So when we say investment management, what we typically mean is actually managing the financial assets and financial returns, not just buying and selling of financial assets. So you can think about mutual funds, you can think about portfolio management, you can think of goals like retirement, for which we save for the long term. So that's investment management. So investment management as an industry, they had been asking themselves this question of how do we increase returns? So earlier, active fund managers, they used to really look at signals in the market, and using that and based on the goals of the clients, say around retirement or around health, etc., they would pick up the most important investments which would help them give that goal. So this was active management. And over the last few years and decades, we have seen the rise of exchange-traded funds and passive funds which follow the market trends and which still are able to give good returns. So investment management industry has already been going through this question, this debate about active versus passive and what's good for the clients, when is what good, etc. Now comes AI, and specifically the mainstreaming of AI with generative AI. So the question today is how much of this is now applicable, what will change, and what does that mean in terms of the industry? So let's first start with some of the most important use cases which AI can actually help the investment industry professionals with. Now think about it. The investment management industry deals with a lot of textual data. Think of the annual reports, the corporate filings, tons and tons of reports and text and data and pages of information. So how can AI help? So two specific cases which we'll talk about, and this was actually highlighted by CFA Institute, which has just recently released a handbook of how AI and big data can help the investment industry, and these use cases are from that handbook. The first one basically talks about how can you really look at new data, right? So the old data which the investment manager or the portfolio manager would look at is, say, the annual report or the corporate filings or the company information, etc., while they're thinking about where to invest in for their clients. Now, just imagine you also have other unstructured data, right, which natural language processing or NLP helps you analyze. For example, social media sentiment. Say a company has announced a new product and there is a lot of noise around that product. The customers are either loving it or not. But can social media sentiment analysis help you capture that real-time information, which probably is not captured yet in terms of the quarterly financials or the annual financials? Now that becomes hugely important information, and that can help the fund managers get that elusive returns which they are looking at in a better way. Now second, how can AI also help understand very quickly patterns in the data? Again, let's go back to the kind of data they are looking at and see where AI can help. So think about a filing, an annual report or a corporate filing. Now imagine the investment manager is trying to really make a portfolio for a client who wants to really invest in more environmental friendly and more socially kind of conscious investments, right? It's called ESG friendly investments. Now they have this requirement. Now earlier, what would you do? You would really understand each company and look at their ESG practices, see what they have talked about in their annual report in terms of ESG, etc. See what kind of investments they have made, what kind of programs they have done, and through that try to understand what is ESG friendly and what is not. Now just imagine these thousands of textual data, more than thousands. AI can read in a matter of minutes and help you look at those ESG parameters, and that can help the investment analyst or the portfolio manager make a more informed decision. It does save a lot of time. Not just that, you can even identify certain textual terms which could indicate risks in the corporate filings. So risks in the corporate documents, in the corporate filings is another area where AI systematically, by going through natural language processing techniques and different methods like bag of words techniques, can help us understand and fasten the process of investment analysis. So those are some of the use cases. And we will see this happening more with generative AI now coming in, which can read more data and in a better way. What are the benefits then? So Deloitte recently released a report again on the investment industry, and they talked about 4 different pillars of transformation or impact. The first was that yes, if this happens well, then of course the returns, which is elusive alpha the investment managers look for, can definitely improve over time. But not just that, it can also help improve the operational efficiency, right? Because there's a lot of cost involved in operating such funds for a very long time, looking at the portfolios, managing it, and there's a lot of back-end work which keeps getting done. So it can help kind of improve the operational efficiency by using AI in some of these processes in the back end. Third, and very important, it can also help customize the experience for the client, and that's been talked about in different industries as well, and it's true here as well. The client can actually get more customized information, more personalized information after going through reams of data which AI can customize for them. And finally, which is also important, is that it can help look at information in a more meaningful way by trying to understand what are the risks. So risk management again could be an important parameter where AI can help the investment management industry. So that's all for now, and I think this will emerge more and we'll understand more. But the most important question you would have is, what does it mean for you as a young professional looking at this sector, investment management sector, looking at building a career? What does it mean for you? So when of course the primary degree still remains the same, you need a college degree of accountancy, of economics, of finance, and that doesn't change. But what does change, and what probably becomes more relevant today, is you need to have certain other skills. And these could be skills in programming, these could be skills in machine learning, these could be skills in data analysis, right? And there are a lot of these short-term programs, solutions which actually can help you arm yourself with these skills. We have spoken about them in the past and we'll keep speaking about them. So look at the right programs which can give you these skills. And the most important skill, which remains important and will remain important, is critical thinking. How do we ask and reason and try to find out the right information? Because finally, investment management is all about finding the right information at the right time for your clients, which can help them kind of generate the right returns from the investment manager point of view. So that's it about the industry. And in fact, the CFA report does talk about the fact that people are looking at in the sector now more people with finance skills, but also with big data and AI skills. So that's what it means for young professionals today preparing for entering the sector or being in the sector and shifting in a different job. So hope you found that useful, and we'll be back soon with another industry and look at the practical applications of AI and the upskilling requirements for professionals in that sector. Thank you so much.